This is how we do it. This is how we do it.
Okay, so I'm going to go over a little tutorial on the gas fireplaces if your unit has one of these. First of all, the controls for the gas fireplaces look like this. This is the fan control. You can turn that on. It's going to control the heat flowing out of the top of the fireplace when it's turned on. There's also another control that actually operates the flame and how big the flame is. And that's going to look like this. And the way to operate it is on the bottom. It's kind of hard to see, but on the bottom there's a slide that you slide to the right or to the left to control turning the fireplace on and off. And if you want to put it at a certain temperature, it'll kick the flames up, and once that temperature is achieved, the flames will die back down to the pilot position. And then we want to show you guys too how to start the fireplace if you walk into a unit and the gas fireplace is turned off. First off, you want to make sure you've got gas service to the building. If you know you've got gas service, then this is how you're going to want to turn it on. So right now there's no flame to the logs or anything like that. To access the point where you turn it on, you just press on this bottom grill and then it pops open. And then down below here are the controls to turn it on. The gas line that comes in is right here, and there's a red valve that might be a little hard to see, but as long as the valve is running in line with the pipe, right now it's sideways, so I want to make sure that's turned on and running in line with the gas line. Then the controls to turn it on are right here. There's this dial, and it's in the off position right now. In order to get the pilot light on, just turn it to the pilot position, and when it's in the pilot position, you depress it and just hold it in, and next to it, there's a little button that's the igniter. So you have to hold the pilot position and hold it in, press the igniter at the same time, and then the pilot light's gonna come on up here. Sometimes if the gas hasn't been on for a while, you're gonna wanna keep holding the pilot button in for a few seconds just to make sure that it stays on. If you release it and it goes off, just press it in and click it back on and hold it for sometimes up to a minute. Once the gas has been running and the flame's been lit, let it burn for maybe about a minute, and then you can turn it into the on position and your pilot light is lit. Then you can close this grill, and then the magnets will hold in place. Sometimes if you go to close this, if one of these is in and one of them's out, it'll just want to keep bouncing out. So all you have to do is just make sure they're both in the same position, and then they're in. And then once you got the pilot light lit and you want to turn the fireplace on, if you come over to the main thermostat and slide it over, you'll hear it click when it kicks on, and then the fire will be lit in the fireplace. And then if you want to redirect the heat to heat the room, that's when you use the fan, and that's going to blow the warm air out into the living room. And then if you want to shut it off for some reason, you don't want your fireplace operating, you just turn it back off at the thermostat. Come back down here and then just switch the dial to the off position and the pilot light's off. There won't be any more gas coming through. You can turn the valve off on the gas if you like, but it's not going to make a difference. If it's off, it's off. And that's how the fireplaces work.